Family movie collaboration. Family movie collaboration. Family movie collaboration.
Current and nostalgic, but not too nostalgic.
He's the world's most famous YouTube critic. Family movie
He really rocks.
He's a critic in a nutshell, but not one bit.
Hey, go screw yourself.
When family movies attack, if some are good, he'll hit them back. Family movie collaboration. Family movie collaboration. Fluttershy plushie taught him to be goofy.
She's a radical plushie.
It's just so cool to review family movies.
Plane still sucks.
And that's really all that there is. What you're hearing now are Philly lyrics. Family movie collaboration. Family movie collaboration. Family movie collaboration.
Current and nostalgic, but not too nostalgic.
Yeah, what a day. What a day. Just gotta get all this stuff out. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't see her there. But anyways, hello and welcome to Family Movie Collaboration, the show where I review family movies, both current and nostalgic, but not too nostalgic. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Why am I in my Ash Ketchum cosplay again like I wore in my Ant-Man trailer review? Well, it's because I'm up in Rochester, New York to attend a convention that you may or may not have heard of called Toricon. And might I say, I am fully dressed in my cosplay for the occasion, and I am having a complete blast at the con. I mean, it's not really much different from last year, but it's great to see some really awesome people in costumes. The panels are amazing, and the vendor hall and artist alleys have gotten quite a bit bigger than I thought. But nevertheless, I am having an amazing time at the con, and I think it's great to see a lot of people who came up to me and say hi. Oh, and if you're wondering where Fluttershy Plushie and my pet Dedenne Rob are at, well, they decided to stay behind and guard the house while I'm up here at this con.
Fluttershy Plushie, what are you doing? Close the door! Close the door! I'm trying, but I think it's jammed. How can you tell? We're in the middle of the third night and the door is jammed? What is with this person who made this game? I don't know, but I'm gonna die. I'm seriously gonna die.
Never let a couple of plushies guard someone's house while that person's away. But nevertheless, seeing of how I am here in this fancy looking hotel room, or not depending on how you look at it, but you get the idea, I might as well jump into the next movie I'm gonna review today. So with that being said, have you ever wondered if there was a movie about a boy and his dog? Well, how about a boy and his alien? A movie about a boy and his panda? Well, in case you don't know what I'm talking about the amazing Panda adventure. Yes, this really happened, people. In 1995, we've gotten a movie about a relationship between a boy and a panda, and that's pretty much it, nothing more. This dumb ape flick, claiming it would be part of a genre of animal buggy flicks, in which we all know is a popular genre back in the day. It's just so obviously Warner Brothers' excuse to get out a butched version of Free Willy. Because hey, if that movie was so successful to help protect our endangered species, clearly we could do the same thing, but with a completely different endangered species that even babies would buy a ticket to go see. How do I know this, you may ask? Because it came out around the exact same time as Free Willy 2 was coming out, and you can clearly see why. What do I mean by this? Well, let's see it to find out. So with that being said, let's see if we can scoop up Panda Crap or Panda... Well, crap, I couldn't think of a good pun. Let's take a gander at The Amazing Panda Adventure. The film opens up in the remote jungles of China, which kind of looks like a little bit of Vancouver, Canada when you look at it, as we see a panda giving birth to a newborn cub.
Ugh, the stuff they're getting away with on kids shows these days.
So we then cut to an elementary school presentation, or at least I think it might be, as we are introduced to our main character named Ryan.
And that's what my dad does for a living. He's in China, fighting off the lions and the tigers and the poachers.
He's giving a presentation on how his father is running a reserve in China where some local pandas are being kept in. Though to be fair, I'd much rather listen to Shia LaBeouf talking smack about his grandfather's junk being auctioned off of eBay.
Ask your mom if I can stay for dinner tonight.
You stay every night.
Yeah, but I don't want her thinking I'm a mooch.
I guess if anything, my mooch will be another in-joke about my sexual awakening to Justin Bieber. You explain that one.
When he makes it back home, he finds out that Ryan's father named Michael has invited him out to visit his reserve in China, and right around the next morning, his mother pretty much wanted to play the overprotective mom card.
Now, I've sewn name tags on all your underwear.
I want to talk to you about
But wait a minute, if it's not Chinese, what good is it? Why
Jeez, Mom, slow down a little. I can't write that fast.
Ryan, don't eat any. Look, I know it's frightening going to a strange country by
I'm not a
yourself.
little kid, Mom. I'm not scared.
Well, then what is it? Don't you want to see your father?
I don't think he wants to see me.
So yeah, as you guys might recall, though technically I should have brought this up before, one of the main problems with this movie is that our main character Ryan is way too boring to be invested. You're not starring in Jupiter Ascending, it's the amazing Panda adventure! But still, I guess if anything, I think he might be learning from the Peter Fonda Academy of Boredom.
Or was it the Ben Stein University? No, that was it.
Hey, you know how you and Johnny get when you play Nintendo? You get so into it that hours go by and I have to come upstairs and scream just to get you to notice me?
Not unlike the time I was chased by killer trees. Seriously, that was incredibly stupid.
If you really don't like it over there, you can always come home.
Until then, I'm sure you don't mind if I call up these guys to fill you in. Nothing like your kind, but let's be honest here, I'm just trying to do what was responsible for you. But while that's going on, we see the baby panda and mama panda doing whatever is it that pandas do for a living when the mother spots something while walking.
It's a trap!
Oh, curse that damn dirty cage. I thought there was going to be an all-you-can-eat buffet here, but I feel very insulted for putting me in here. But it turns out the capture was organized by Michael. Ryan's father that was mentioned before was adding a tracking device on the mother just so that they won't lose sight of her.
She's nursing. Oh, that's great. She must have a cub hidden somewhere.
So Ryan finally made it to China as he catches a bus that just so happens to take him to the reserve.
Man, I guess if anything, imagine what taxis would do nowadays.
And to your right, you'll see Hong Kong Disneyland that's currently holding a giant hamster ball festival. Ooh. So he finally made it to the reserve. As it turns out, a few members from the committee wanted to inspect the place, but Michael fears that they are not ready for it.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we cannot come back. The committee must inspect now.
Look, it's my understanding that this reserve was set up in order to save the panda.
And if that doesn't work, I've got a little ugly duckling that needs some care at SeaWorld.
So judging by what you might have missed out, we learned that the panda that Michael is tracking down is in danger and they decided to go out and find her. But just so obviously, Ryan decided to come with them. But while that's going on, a couple of poachers are looking for that exact same panda for their own personal game.
As, like a lot of poachers do.
They do eventually capture the panda cub, but they are then spotted by helicopter and they ended up running away with the cub. Meanwhile, Ryan is left alone with Michael's translator named Ling, who decided to go find the cub themselves.
Where's he going?
He's right. We must bring the cub back to a reserve.
But you're not leaving me here.
Then come.
No, are you crazy? I have you know I earned a couple merit badges from the Cub Scouts. I think I can handle the wild.
Don't worry, kid. It's not your survival issues. It's just bad riding.
Yeah, something else that I need to bring up is that apart from Ryan, Ling, despite her acting being a little bit too wooden, isn't that bagging it. Granted, it's not compared to Jennifer Connelly from Labyrinth, but somewhat coming close to it. But obviously enough, since this actress was clearly going through puberty by the time this movie was made, you can clearly see how painfully obvious her acting is. Watch this performance and marvel in delight.
risking my life for some stupid old panda bear?
Fine, stay here and make yourself happy.
And you just won the uninteresting child actor who is clearly more interesting when you look at your award for clearly giving some inspiration for the wooden acting in The Last Airbender.
You see, Ryan, that's how it's done. Learn from the master. She clearly doesn't give a crap.
So like any responsible kid, Ryan stays behind knowing that something in the wild can scare him. Except a snake.
Not bad, but it's no.
Snake!
Ryan does eventually catch up to them, as it looks like they are about to cross a wooden bridge until...
Oh my god! Bogo from Zootopia has come back for revenge!
What's so funny?
Grandfather thinks Running Boy is very funny.
Glad he's having fun.
I knew I should have signed up for an Adam Sandler production.
They manage to find the poachers' home, which somehow looks a little bit like the cave from the Croods, as they decide to take the Home Alone route and...
Get ready for this! Ryan goes up onto his roof to get his attention, while Ling shoots a tranquilizer dart right up onto his butt, leading to probably the funniest reaction I've heard in movie history. What the hell was that? Oh my god! You know, if you want a simple out-of-nowhere reaction when a tranquilizer dart hits you in the butt, chances are you might end up laughing since, well, Morpheus slamming his face onto a toilet.
But to be fair, why not add a cartoon sound effect to make it more hilarious?
Sorry, I just can't help it, it's too hilarious!
They manage to find the panda cub and decide to take it back to the reserve. But while they tried to cross the bridge, it turns out the poachers found out about its escape and decided to go after them. Boy, why is it in movies where a simple wooden bridge can come apart so easily? I get more of the bridge scene from Wacko's Wish being a little bit more terrifying than in this. Ryan tries to save Ling, but the poachers are catching up to them, thus resulting in them falling into the river.
Wow. I guess that's the second movie I reviewed that looks like it turned into a river rapids ride for no reason whatsoever. The other one being flushed away. Do I have to keep count of this one?
They apparently survived that, as it turns out both Ryan and Ling discover the tracking device in their bag as if it's their only way to get back.
I think I can handle it.
Oh wait, after a little slapstick comedy first.
Oops.
Now they can't find us.
What makes you so sure they're looking in the first place?
Of course they are looking for us, otherwise my grandfather will get upset.
Oh, trust me, kid. I do not want to know when your grandfather gets upset. Maybe something like smashing your PlayStation 2? Something like that?
You think grandfather will abandon me? You think Dr. Tyler will abandon you?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, for crying out loud, kid, lighten up! It's the Amazing Panda Adventure, not Star Wars The Phantom Menace! I know you're trying your very best singing it, but for crying out loud, man, you're making Peter Fonda from Thomas and the Magic Railroad more lighthearted than you! Well, that'll actually make more sense, but you're more than this crap! But nevertheless, maybe Ling could bring some light back into this flick.
A young girl. She's the youngest of the 4 sisters. A hungry tiger comes, and he wants to eat Panda. The girl tries
do I need to write this down? Is this gonna be on the test?
to honor the girl.
To be fair, though, I think it's more plain and simple as Ryan trying to get along with the panda cub.
See you later, little bear. Good luck.
You know, apart from Ryan's terrible delivery in this movie, I think I might have found another problem with this one. There is little to no connection between the panda cub.
I mean, I'm not even kidding here. We're not even 1/3 into the film and all it shows is Ryan trying to get along with Ling. Have you seriously forgot that the panda itself is supposed to be the iconic star in this? After all, it is one of the only characters on the poster, and hell, it's called The Amazing Panda Adventure! And yet there's little to no screen time with it. I mean, what? Did a panda ate your child's birthday cake at a party and then spat all over the bounce house while clawing out "My life is completely in danger" onto your fence?
If so, I think the writer of this movie needs more Advil.
Family movie collaboration will return after these messages.
Oh boy, I can't wait to post this new GIF onto Tumblr.
Son, when are you gonna go back to playing outside?
Mom, I'm not 5 years old anymore. Besides, social media is the new trend for me. Oh no, I accidentally posted my GIF onto YouTube instead of Tumblr.
Has this ever happened to you?
Hi, my name is Michael J. Scottworth III, and don't you hate it when you try to put up a post onto Tumblr on your mobile device but ended up failing on so many levels? I know I have. Want to keep your posts onto Tumblr and nothing else? Well, now you can. Introducing the Tumblr phone. Now you can experience the wonder and magic of Tumblr on this only piece of mobile devices in the world. It can accept any kind of post ranging from videos to pictures and even GIFs, but not porn. We don't accept porn on this. But wait, there's more! It can be protected against spills, hitting hard surfaces, and it's even waterproof so you won't have to worry about buying a new one if this one gets destroyed. But if you don't believe us, well then check out these fantastic words from our very satisfied customers.
Oh, I love it. It's so cool. It reminds me of the babe with the power. I love it.
I think it's great. Just amazing like I am, man. Wow.
It's fabulous. Oh my god. It's just everything I ever wanted. I'm crying.
I don't understand how representative got it. Like,
Tumblr's so good.
I don't know. It's amazing! I f***ing love it! Like, what is this? I don't know what I'm even looking at! It's amazing! I mean, my mind is just...
I love this phone, man. You know, I go on Tumblr a lot, so it's easy and accessible, and I can use it a lot. So, this phone, buy it. Buy it. I command you to buy it.
See how wonderful our satisfied customers are? So what are you waiting for? Call now and get yours today!
Call 1-800-I-don't-give-a-crap-about-life to get the Tumblr phone today. Oh, who the hell am I kidding? We just put the Tumblr logo on an iPhone. It's pretty much pointless, you poor fella. Oh, I mean, the Tumblr phone. The phone with a completely pointless punchline.
We now return to family movie collaboration.
So while walking through the middle of the field, in which I'm assuming might be Yellowstone, they come across another stream for them to cross. Gee, I guess it won't result in them falling into it again, resulting in another River Rapids moment like last time. Oh wait!
Should we put a counter on this one? Yeah, that'll do.
Of course, like cartoon characters, they survive their fall but ended up infected by leeches. You know, why is it in movies that someone is guaranteed to be infected by leeches? Why does no one even bother to hang up this sign? I don't think it's time to grow some genitalia. So while winding down for a little bit, Ling actually does tell Ryan why she has to act so tough.
You should be able to have a little bit of fun every now and then.
I don't have time for fun. I'm busy working with pandas.
But you're just a kid.
I must earn money for my family.
Why? Where's your father?
Father died.
Wow. I guess I forgot about this trope in every kid's movie. Having a dead parent. Do I need to make a joke about this one? No? Okay, I'm bailing out of this one.
So Ryan managed to get the tracking device to work and set off back on their journey. While walking back to the reserve, they come across an old farmer who was kind enough to take them to a local village. But to be fair, I wish they could have gone to a more futuristic city in Blade Runner. And surprisingly enough, we get this scene.
Ugh. What is this stuff?
Brains from monkey. Ugh.
I think I lost my appetite after watching this scene, but I'll fix that.
Marzipan, mascarpone, meringue, madness.
Ah, much better. Boy, I think I might be getting hungry. Anyway.
So while taking a rest for the night, we actually do get some chemistry between Ryan and Ling.
He's from heaven. What name do you like?
I've got a friend at home. His name's Johnny.
You know, this scenario is boring enough. Even Ryan couldn't make it interesting. I mean, come on, for someone who can be a ladies' man, you really should start taking up online dating.
I'm just saying, kid, I think it might be better than just going into the levels of Shyamalan.
But right around the next morning, Ryan discovers that the poachers are catching up with them and they have to escape. Oh hey, I forgot this movie was also about them. Just a couple of poachers who look nothing like Bulk and Skull just hunting down a couple of kids and a panda. But it turns out the two spotted them and they managed to escape just fine. Or do they?
Ah, crap, I knew I should have gotten car insurance.
They managed to find the four sisters, or whatever they call it nowadays, as they decided to go around them to get back to the reserve. But it turns out the panda is getting weaker and weaker.
We will never make it.
Listen up, Ling. Remember when I wouldn't let you go? Johnny's not gonna die. I'm not gonna let him.
And I'm not gonna let my acting get in the way that'll make Edward from Twilight more subtle.
But it turns out, again, the poachers manage to catch up with them and tries to get the panda, resulting in one of the most clumsiest fight scenes ever. Jeez, they're making the fight scene in Leprechaun more subtle. So while Michael goes and saves Ling, Ryan decided that he has no choice but to save the panda.
I got him down.
They manage to get him out of the tree as Ryan finally reunites with his father.
What a wonderful reunion between father and son.
Oh, no time for that here, as they finally make it back to the reserve just in time, as they not only get the panda back, but they did manage to stop the committee. Thus, upon looking over the panda cub, they decided to keep the reserve open. Oh, and did I mention that the poachers ended up getting arrested at the end of this? No? Well, I'm just saying that here.
I'd say he's gonna be okay. Still leaves us with a pretty big problem. Both mother and cub gonna have to stay here for several months till Mom's feeling better. Seeing how busy he gets around here, I'm afraid they might not get the attention they need.
Oh, trust me, I think you might need more attention from TMZ after watching this flick.
Thus, we end our little flick with, well, the exact same panda cub we've seen throughout the entire film. Which I'm guessing the people who made this ran out of ideas and have no idea what else to do, but I think it's... oh, never mind, you get the idea.
And that was The Amazing Panda Adventure. Might be a fun little movie for the kids, but a lousy movie from beginning to end.
At only an hour and 20 minutes, this movie actually felt more like a B movie. Just bring in who you might like, get them in quickly, and have them leave just as quickly. But still, at least with Free Willy, whether you like it or not, you can see the connection between two different species throughout the entire flick. So by the end, you know who they are and connect with them even more. Here, the movie actually knows it's a big waste of time, so I guess it just comes and goes. Aside from a few entertaining moments, I don't think it can save the rest being nothing but cheesy 90s kids movies cliches. For while I don't think it's one of the worst movies I've reviewed, I do admit it's pretty stupid. So I guess for what it's worth, I'm actually glad I got to see this movie for what it is, but I guess there could have been more to it. Not the worst, but seriously dig it. So, on the family movie collaboration number scale, I'm gonna go ahead and be fair here and give it a 4.5 out of 10. Again, it's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's pretty stupid for what it is. But still, if you're looking for a movie that can be stupid in a good way, then give this movie a rent and see it for yourself.
And like I said before, it may or may not be ripping off Free Willy for what it is, but it is one of those movies that show it can be a good animal buddy flick and become successful and make a lot of money. And it also shows us of how idiots like us will be duped into anything bad. Oh shoot! I forgot I'm supposed to be hosting a panel right about now! Oh, I better get going! Gotta get my badge going. Alright. Oh, I'm Athlete Attack 4427, and now if you'll excuse me. Oh, dang it, global. I have an enduring public to see. Has anyone seen my 3DS covered in coffee? Oh, my gosh, what a long climb. Oh, hey guys, here I am. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Sorry I took so long to get here. I was caught up on reviewing an animal buddy flick on Boing is Panda. But nevertheless, I am here for this panel right now. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start taking questions. Who's got a question? Yeah, let's try you over there.
What is the most terrible thing you have ever said in your life?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say Blackfish is a bad movie? Boy, I really gotta stop saying that. Ugh.
Family movie collaboration, family movie collaboration, family movie collaboration.
Current and nostalgic, but not too nostalgic.
He's the world's most famous YouTube critic. Family movie
He really rocks.
He's a critic in a nutshell, but not one bit.
Hey, go screw yourself.
When family movies attack.
Hey guys, this is Athlete Attack 4427 here. Thank you for watching this latest episode of Family Movie Collaboration. There was a lot of time and effort being put into this episode, and we're glad how it turned out. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making this possible. So, if you want to see the previous Family Movie Collaboration review on the top 10 moments you've never noticed in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, click the video on the left. Number 7. They do a lot of eye light flashing. It's weird. If you want to see behind the scenes footage and bloopers from this episode, click the video in the middle.
I think I lost my appetite after watching this scene, but I'll fix that. Battery fell.
Once again, I want to give a special thank you to everyone at ToraCon 2016 for making this review possible. So, if you want to check out my convention vlog on that con on my main channel, click the video on the right.
Subscribe to me. I don't remember my YouTube channel, but I'll get back to you on that.
Alright. Speaking of that, if you want to see your own content that me and Sam create, then feel free to click on one of the two icons that'll take you to our main channels. If you have any constructive criticisms or any advice on how we can improve our videos in the near future, or want to leave requests for what the next family movie collaboration review will be, then feel free to leave them in the comment box below. If you want to see more videos on this channel coming up in the near future, then feel free to click on that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for my next review. Until then, take care!